Hi everyone, Kieran Brown here, and welcome to another video. We're going to be talking about body fat percentage and how I measure it every day. So in this video, we're going to go through what is body fat percentage, why I measure it, the different methods for measuring it, what is a good body fat percentage. I've got like a table and some pictures and stuff, and what I use, to measure it. So first of all, what is body fat percentage? It's the percent of your total body weight that consists of fat. Pretty simple. Bones weigh around 2.5 to 3.5 kilos. So in pounds, that would be 6 to 8 pounds maybe. And then apart from your fat and your bones, the rest of it is pretty much muscle. So on the right, you can see a comparison between 5 pounds of fat and 5 pounds of muscle, and muscle is a lot more dense. So why measure it? Weight often isn't enough by itself as a measurement to track your progress. Without measuring your body composition, you don't know if you're gaining or losing muscle or fat. And when you're on a cut, because we're in a calorie deficit, it's likely that you're going to lose muscle as well as fat, but we want to try and minimize the muscle loss as much as possible. So you need to know your muscle mass and body fat levels. The different methods for measuring body fat. So the first one is scales. Not all scales can do this. A lot of them just do weight, but you can get ones which measure body fat, body composition, sorry. BodPod, which is the one in the bottom right, it's basically a little machine that you get in, and I'm not sure how it works, but it'll basically give you your body composition. Skinfold calipers, that's the ones at the bottom left. So they're basically this little gadget where you pinch your skin in a few different parts of your body, and then I think you take an average, and that's how you get your number. They're super cheap to buy, I think only like 10 or 20 bucks. And then another one is body circumference measurements, particularly the waist, because that's often where, for men anyway, quite a lot of the body fat is held. And also a DEXA scan, probably the most accurate way to measure. That's the picture in the top right. You basically lay down, and then a scanner sort of goes over your body, and then you get like this detailed report at the end. These are kind of expensive to get a DEXA scan done. I'm pretty sure when I was looking, it's maybe about £90 for one scan, so like 110, $120. That may vary, but that's sort of the price range that I've seen. I haven't actually had one done, but I do want one done. So what is a good body fat percentage? This picture and chart I got from Legion Athletics website. It's the website of Mike Matthews, author of Bigger, Leaner, Stronger. If you haven't read that, it's a great book. So let's start with the left-hand side, the chart there. So yeah, anything under 5% is just completely like unsustainable. People like competitive bodybuilders can get that low for like a very short amount of time, but it's not sustainable because your body needs an essential level of fat to survive, and yeah, that's around 5%. Athlete level is 6 to 13%. Fitness 14 to 17%. Acceptable is 18 to 24%, and obese is over 25%. And it's handy to have pictures on the right as a reference, so you can sort of see, like compare it to your own body and see where you're at. I will note that a lot of these guys, well, a couple of these guys have a lot of muscle mass as well. It's possible to be sort of like 10% body fat and just not have as much muscle as the guy has here. So yeah, when it gets into these lower reaches, it can be a bit slightly misleading, I would say. But I mean, I'd say 12% is probably the area where you start to get really good defined abs, and some stomach definition comes around 15%. So what do I think is a good level for everyone to aim for? I'd say, I mean, it depends on what kind of look you're after. If you're after like a leaner look, then you want to sort of aim for probably around 10 to like 12% probably. But if you don't mind, if you prefer like a bigger, bulkier look, then you might prefer sort of like 15 to 20, something like that. Or if you just want like a decent physique, and you are wanting to not be too strict year round on like your diet and stuff, then maybe like 12 to 15 is like a good range. So yeah, I think a good target for everyone is like under 15%. That's where you start to get some ab definition, which I think is a big goal for a lot of guys. So if you are over, if you're on sort of this bottom row here, like 20 to 40%, then getting down to 15%, I think is a really good goal. Here's what I use. I've mentioned this previously. These are the Renpho LS1 scales. They measure, as you can see, 13 different metrics for body composition. And yeah, it puts the data into a really nice format where you can like see everything. And it also keeps track of all your previous weigh-ins and puts it all into graphs and stuff, so you can see your progress. Yeah, I really recommend. They're only 20 or 30 bucks. And yeah, you can just have them at home and yeah, just use them to weigh in every day. You can use like some of the other methods as well. Maybe doing like a DEXA scan like a few times a year is like a good idea as well if you have the means. I do want to start doing those at some point. So in summary, body fat percentage is the percentage of your total body weight that consists of fat. I think a good target for most men is 15%, and if you're over that, then you don't really want to be focusing on bulking either. I see a lot of guys who are sort of like high teens, low 20% body fat, who feel the need to be in a calorie surplus and bulk up to put on muscle. But I don't think it's the case. I think at that level, you can make good strength gains whilst in a calorie deficit, especially if you're new to training. Yeah, measure it daily. The more data, the more accurate, the better. And buy some scales for home so that you can do that easily. Just a quick one to finish. If you look slim in clothes but have more body fat than you'd like, then click the first link in the description. Don't worry, I won't ask to email or take you to some hour-long webinar. It's just a short video of me explaining how I can help you to solve this problem. It's a funnel designed to sell you something. I'm not going to pretend it's not. You don't have to click. I don't mind either way. But if you're not happy with your body right now, then feel free to check it out. If you like the video, there's a button for that. If you want to comment any questions or video suggestions, then you can do that as well. Subscribe to follow my journey and to begin yours. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day.